Hey guys, what's up? My name's Art. I'm back for another video. This has been one of the most stressful weeks I've had, and the funny thing is the year just started. I just had a tire replaced on my old Jimmy, and next week I'm dropping the insurance on that sucker, so that way I can save myself a little bit of money. And having it, I'm junking it, so I hope I can get like 300 to 400 bucks from it. Like my shirt, I got this shirt years ago. This one company was doing is a Star Wars related. So before I explain it, if you don't know what this is from or what this is about, I'll explain it in a second. They were testing out certain slogans and sayings and stuff like that. So one was the Jedi Code. I didn't buy that one because I didn't like that. The Sith Code, which I have, it was a not a temporary shirt, but it's like a mock up, a test. So they were testing out, see how I was going to look. About the test, I gave them some feedback. They didn't, and I said I didn't like it. I liked it if you had the Sith emblem big on the front and the words in the back. And so what happens? They gave me this shirt for my. This is like 10 years ago. No, maybe like 5 or 6 years ago. This is the Mandalorian shirt. Now, if you saw Boba Fett, he has this on the side of his armor. If you saw the Mandalorian, you saw a lot of them had this symbol. And of course, on the back, don't know if you can see it. Yeah, don't look at my butt. It has the original Mandalorian code on it. I went to work this morning, and this is what I wore. This is the original Mandalorian code. So if you pause it, you can read it all. Now, whether they changed that because of the Disney show or not, who knows? But this is what I wore today. I got to do some cleaning. Got to do some cleaning around the house a little bit, and I got to start doing laundry. And I'm gonna try to hit the gym today. A lot of stuff. But anyway, so this is this book right here. I bought. Now, what happened was this. Every now and then, I'll go shopping somewhere, and there was this bargain outlet store called Ollie's back where I live in Detroit. So if you around Detroit, you heard of it. I don't know if it's anywhere else, but it's like any other bargain outlet store, and so they have comic books there, graphic novels. So I bought this one called Hawkeye's Little Hits. Originally, this book was like 16 bucks, but I got it for that much. That's why I liked it. That's why I bought like 30 bucks worth of books there because it's so cheap. Now, here's the thing. This is the volume 2, and this is funny. I cannot believe how funny this book is. Now, if you ever saw the Avengers movie, you already know what Hawkeye is. If you're a comic book fan, you already know who Hawkeye is. But this premise around this series revolves around when Hawkeye is not playing superhero. What does he do? He's like a regular guy. He owns this building which has apartments. He's training this one girl named Kate Bishop to be Hawkeye, and so she took over the mantle of Hawkeye for a while. This is the cover of her on one of them, which is kind of funny. I was looking for this book for a while, and so what happened is the artwork is somewhat simple. The artwork is very simplistic. It's not like the regular super comic book hero kind of thing, but some of the antics in here it was kind of funny. He gets in he gets involved. He gets involved and he starts fighting against some Russian style mob where everybody's wearing tracksuits and calls each other bro. What's up, bro? You want to work with us, bro? We should kill you, bro. And it's kind of hilarious. So one scene in the book where it was about a flood, like like a hurricane like in New Jersey. So he had to help this one guy, make sure his dad was okay. This guy, his name is Gil, but he calls him Grill. So this guy calls him Hawk Guy. Hey, Hawk Guy instead of Hawk Eye. And he goes, Hawkeye. Like he said, no, it's Hawkeye, like in MASH, old TV show from the 70s, 60s to late 70s, 60s, early 60s to the early 70s, called MASH. Very funny show. But anyway, I mean, there's so many things on it. One part was this one woman just out of nowhere just appears and asks him to help her out. Some gang, this gang goes to him and says, you get out of here or you die. You took over our building or whatever. So he's fighting. So he has a bow and arrow, and all of a sudden, like 20 guys rush out with baseball bats and stuff and beating the shit out of him. And he's all beat up to hell. And it's kind of funny because he's interacting with Black Widow, which is he calls his work wife, Mockingbird, which is his ex-wife, and Jessica Jones, not Jessica Drew, who's his current girlfriend, maybe at the time. I forgot when this book came out, but I heard, but it's funny. There's even a dog in this he's a separate character. He's like a support character, and the dog had an issue where he was the star doing sleuthing. It was hilariously funny. I was dying laughing when I read this. I was dying laughing. And it's very simple. It's a very simple read too, and that's one thing I like about it. It's not too wordy. It kind of, I read this within 2 days, even though it's like what, 5 issues, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 6 issues. But the way how it's structured, it's very easy to read. Plus, see how thin that is. That's very quick to read. It was funny. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. I'm gonna have to try to find the first episode, the first book to this one, because this is a very funny book. And I'm kind of glad that I'm starting to do reading these, because that way I remember certain things I used to read before. And plus, sometimes I get little gems right here. I said, maybe I should look for this. This guy named Matt Fraction wrote this, and he was supposed to be, he's like a hot item back in, about 5 or 6 years ago. No, my niece is out here still. But anyway, this book called Hawkeye Little Hits. This is volume 2. Volume 2 maybe called Little Hits. I don't know. Let me see. One thing I found out. Oh well. But anyway, with that in mind, I'm gonna say this is a very good read. I highly recommend this book if you get a chance. If you can get it for cheap. If you always can get it for cheap, get it for cheap. Sometimes, even if you want to pay full price, that's cool. I don't mind it. Always support your stores. But with that, good luck to you. Have a nice day.